It's Sunday morning, Cowboys, and it's week 14, the last regular season week of the penultimate. I'm watching football today. I know you're going to be watching football today. And you know what we both watched last week? Mojo Joe. You got the highest point total, the $15, baby. It went to you. You. Duh. Bates.
I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. Swag, 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 swag. I'm the best.
Welcome to Penultimate, where legends clash, where smack talk flies and the Titans bash. From Gold Busters to Thunder Grappers, Shame Wagon rolls and the hype just happens. Blaze Biscuit Bandits stealing the show. West Coast Bork, bring that West Coast glow. David Brent with the office banter. Aaron Rodgers, a fantasy enchanter. Patrick Mahomes, slinging the rock. Fantasy points, yeah, we're on the clock. Fantasy points, game on now. From draft to playoffs, passion ignites. The Penultimate, where heroes take flight.
That's right, gentlemen. Welcome back to the Penultimate Show. It's me, the return of the rib. And boy, there's a lot of stuff that's about to happen today. We're going to take a look at the matchups and see which matchups are fighting for what. Everybody's scrapping for something today. That's the beauty of the Penultimate. We're in that final regular season week, and every team, all 18 teams, still have something to fight for. Let's take a look at that first matchup, shall we? Return of the Rib against, that's me, against Epstein's Black Book. And this is not a playoff implication for me. I'm going to make the playoffs. And Epstein, I don't know if you've done all the calculations. It doesn't look like you're going to make the top bracket of the playoffs, but you absolutely need to lock in your consolation bracket spot with a win against me today. I'm also looking for highest point total. I'm also looking to be first or second at the end of this week because there's bonus money for those things. There's a lot going on in that matchup. Next matchup, John Elway, the Chompers. You're going up against the Goat Busters. This matchup is huge. There's playoff spot on the line, and can the Chompers make the unlikely run with a sub 500 record, but still make the top bracket of the playoffs because of their point total? You know who's a big fan of the Chompers? That's right, our boy Patrick Malone. When he heard what was on the line today, he had to reach out. Chompers, Patrick's talking to you.
All right, fellas, here we go. Here we go. It's time. Everything's on the line here. We got the Penultimate boys back at it, all right? John Elway's Chompers, they must have had a good week last week because they got a win, you know? And we got 1 week left before the playoffs. John Elway's Chompers leading the league in scoring. Come on. They need a win, and they're in. I don't know what type of team they have to beat. Okay, you got John Elway's Chompers. You know, what is it? Troy Polamalu's Pubes? What kind of team names you guys working with here? Anyways, you need a win, buddy. You need a win. You know what? You've been doing it all year. You're in the best position in the whole league, buddy. Everyone's afraid of you now. They want you to lose so you don't even have a chance. You're the guy with all the points. You got all the points. And you're starting to put things together. And everyone around you is making fun of you. You got to play better defense. Even me. I said, play better defense, get a wife, stop cheating on that wife, and play better defense. You know, talk to your family. Get some good things going. Get the momentum going. Snowball. It's snowing out. It's winter time. We got to wreak hell here in December, John Elway's Chompers. You got one more game, buddy. You got one more game. You got the most points in the league. If you get this one done, they are afraid of you. They do not want to play you in the playoffs. You got to take pride in the position that you're in right now. I don't want to hear you talking to your buddies. Oh, it's ridiculous. I got the most points. I'm in 5th, 6th place. It's so stupid. I got the most points. No, I don't want to hear none of that. You got a chance to win this week with your team that gets the most points out of anybody, and they're looking down at you. They're looking down at you because you've been losing games. It's time. It's time to tighten it up. Get a win. You're in. And from there, you just keep rolling. You got the momentum. If you lose, you're an embarrassment. It's embarrassing. What do these points mean? It's time to start putting it together. Rip Troy Polamalu's pubes out. That's the other team name. I'm guessing it. That's a guess. You know, John Elway's Chompers. Mike Vick's dog. I don't know what type of names you guys are working with. I don't have good ones off the top of my head. I'm excited for you. I am. And this is the type of stuff that makes a man. John Elway's Chompers. What do you do when the road gets narrow? What do? You get back to it. You score the most points this week. That's what you do. Because you can't lose if you have the most points. And then you get into the playoffs. You're hopefully the last seed. That's where you want to be. That's where you want to be. If somebody has a bye week, fuck them. Then they got to win the next week. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a bye week, beat them. You're the guy. You're the guy with the most points. I don't want to hear anything else. It's time. You did the work last week. You did it. You got a chance here to show everybody what you're made of. All right? I don't want to get a cameo next week saying John Elway's Chompers missed the playoffs. No. I want to get a cameo next week saying John Elway's Chompers are playing Troy's pubes. And Troy's pubes are afraid. Okay? Manti Te'o's girlfriend is afraid. I don't know what names you guys have. I don't know. But they should be afraid of you. And that's all I got. It's simple. Get back to what you do best. Get a win. Get in. And show them why they didn't want you in the first place. Thank you very much, boys, the Penultimate. You got me hyped up. I'm hyped up.
You know, the Penultimate's been a journey these 5 years. What a tremendous run this has been. And I got to tell you, Patrick has just gotten better and better and better. As we've fallen in love with the league, he's fallen in love with the league, and he is looking for you, Chompers. Oh boy. I just went back. Look, I watched that live with you just now, right? I just knew he sent something about the Chompers, and I just watched it as I'm filming right now. Come on. This guy is bringing the heat. Last time I tipped him 5, I just tipped him $10. I just went through, said you're bringing the heat. It's always a win with Patrick Malone. But let's get back to it now, okay? Let's get back to it. Chompers, you're going up against the Goat Busters, so that means you're Troy Polamalu's pubes, Goat Busters. You're the pubes this week. Can the Chompers get a victory? Now, he was a little confused. He didn't realize exactly what the situation was with the league and the points. But the truth is the truth. If the Chompers win, the Chompers are in, and I don't want to face the Chompers. Patrick Malone is right on the money with that. We'll see who's going to win. That's a huge matchup. Next match, we got Mojo Jojo. You're going up against Denton's Dirty Dozen. Mojo Jojo, you're in the top bracket of the playoffs. You're just looking for positioning here in this win. And Denton, unfortunately, if you look at the point total, you're not going to make the top bracket. But you need a win to lock in your position in the consolation bracket to have a shot at that $50 and the draft pick for next year. Next matchup is big. Vino Labertino, you're going up against the thick moon of the werewolf. I've got my setup right here where I can see the matchups. You guys, this is big. Number 6 against number 9. Somebody here's not gonna get in to the top bracket of the playoffs. Somebody here, one of these two teams is gonna be relegated down to the consolation bracket. This is a gigantic matchup happening today. It's predicted to be exceptionally close. I cannot wait to see what happens with that one. Steve McNair, you're going up against Come What May. Now you guys, it's not about the playoffs. You guys are in the top bracket. This is about positioning. This is about points for the point total. Somebody here could, come what may, you could have a great week with points. This is about positioning for maybe being first or second in the league to get that money. But this is a matchup of two playoff-bound contenders kind of scrapping for position. Willie, you're going up against the Beef. Now, Beef, this is big for you because you're going to make the playoffs, but if you can finish first or second after this week, that's bonus money. So you definitely want a win this week. And Willie, you need a win to make the consolation bracket so that you can have a shot at $50 and that draft pick. So boom, big matchup there, but two different sets of goals from the teams. Bane, Shame Wagon, you guys are next. First of all, Bane, look, you could have had 4 or 5 more wins, in my opinion, if you had not traded out earlier this year. You were actually in a pretty decent position, but you're going to be in a great position next year. I get that. Shame Wagon, tough season, 4-8. One of you guys has a shot at the consolation bracket if you can get a victory here, and one of you, your season's going to be done. So that's kind of the toilet bowl right there.
If you want the rainbow, you've got to put up with the rain. Do you know which philosopher said that? Dolly Parton. Yeah. And people say she's just a big pair of tits.
Thundercrappers, you're going up against West Coast Sport. It's the Toilet Bowl Part 2. You guys aren't playing for the top, but you are playing for a spot in that consolation bracket where you can get the $50 and the draft pick for next year. So there's something to fight for in that matchup this week. Then finally, we got Lee Mack going up against X Primo. And Lee, if you look at the points, I don't think you've got what it takes to be able to make the final bracket, Lee. I think you're trying to lock yourself into that consolation bracket. And X Primo, you need a win. Like, this is huge for you. You win, you're in the top bracket of the playoffs, you're playing for all the money. You lose, and you're probably in that consolation bracket. Look at all these matchups. Look at them. So much on the line today. I'm going to greedily be watching football here from the Penultimate Lab. A salute to our boy Patrick. I'm almost hoping that the Chompers win so that we can ask Patrick to keep the hype train rolling all the way to the finish. Playoffs next week. I'll see you boys on the field.
Where heroes take flight.